folks, it's Teresa from Stringfield Ridge Farm. So I have come across something that has really hit me hard, and I want to show you what I have kind of discovered about tea. I love my herbal tea, and I do a mix of my own herbal tea in a loose leaf form. I sell this also at my little booth at the shop. I have an herbal product, and it's kind of turned into a vintage, antique, and herbal products, and I sell some herbal teas along with teacups. So I make my own blends. I've made four different blends there, and I'm going to be putting those on Etsy also soon. Within the next few days, they'll be on Etsy. But before I started making my own herbal blends, I was buying stuff like this at Walmart or online. They have, this one's from Walmart. They have some nice blends. They really have some great different kinds of blends for sleep, for colds, for coughs, for just everything. But what are you really getting? Well, I'm going to show you what you're really getting. So these, 18 of these come in this box for about might have been a little over $4. I'll say $4. You got 18 of these little packs, which sounds great. So that's 18 cups of tea. Well, if you break that down and look at it, unless you're using a little bitty dainty teacup, this is not really enough. So let me show you what I've discovered and break this down a little bit for you. This is how much tea. Look at that. That is how much tea. That's a pint jar. How much tea I got out of all of these tea bags. All of those tea bags. And that's how much tea I got out of it. So, get you a teaspoon or a tea strainer, tea ball, whatever, and start buying loose leaf. This is ridiculous. Now, if you don't have anything else and you want to do tea bags, that's one thing. That's fine. These were at Walmart. I think all these were at Walmart except these. I had ordered these online. But way better to go with loose leaf tea if you can get it. And you can order it. And some places have it. A lot of the health food stores have loose leaf, and tea shops a lot of times have loose leaf. If you can get that, it's way more cost friendly because this is ridiculous. That would probably, if I used that in a tea ball, I would probably get about maybe 4 cups out of it. Of course, I use bigger cups. I don't use little teacups. These are made for little teacups. I promise you. I don't know how many bags are here. I'm not sure how many. I didn't count how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Looks like 15, 16. 16 tea bags. So these little tea bags do a small little teacup, like the little teacup and saucer that, dainty women use. I don't use those kind. I use a pretty much a coffee cup. So this would only be about maybe 4 cups of tea for me. So there you go. Get you a tea ball. I don't have any right now, or I'd show you what I'm talking about. I've ordered some, so if I get them in, I will show it at the end of this video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I can show a tea strainer, but it's more for herbal teas, not this little bitty fine stuff. So let me show that here. So I have this tea strainer, and it's got bigger holes, so that kind of tea would go probably right through it, or some of it would. I use this for my herbal teas because I grow my own herbs, and if I'm putting herbs in there, they're bigger than that, so I can use this with them. And then you want to put a lid on top to keep especially if you're doing herbal teas, which all of these are herbal teas too, they're just fine ground. But if you're doing an herbal tea, or probably any tea, I would say, I guess, you want a lid on top to keep the oils in, because the oils can evaporate out the top. So if you put a lid on it, that keeps the steam and the oils in there for your medicinal purposes. So that's what I do. And I had all these and decided to, empty them out in here and use them up. And boy, was I surprised. You can also get this kind that doesn't have a strainer. This has a lid, but it doesn't have the strainer. So then you could use your tea ball in there and put the lid on it. And a friend gave me this, and it's just beautiful. So Brenda at Duncan 1900 Homestead gave me this at the last picnic that we have, and it's beautiful. Thank you, Brenda. Either way, you could even put, if you don't have a mug with a lid, you can put a saucer or something on top of that while you're steeping it to keep that steam in with your oils. Keep your oils in there and steam in there to get all those medicinal purposes. Anyway, there you go. Just a thought on not buying these. Wow, just crazy. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. And maybe let me know what kind of hot tea you like, or herbal tea. I also like oolong every once in a while, oolong tea. I drink that every once in a while just for the flavor. I just like it. But mostly I drink herbal teas, and most of my herbal teas is usually nowadays, after I bought all of this stuff, I mostly use my own herbs and make my tea. And then I would throw one of these in for flavor, because this has got some peach in it, so I might have another flavor just to have some flavor in my herbal tea. And I had bought some before that was loose leaf that I ordered online that had a really good flavor, and I like it. So sometimes I'll mix just a little bit of that in with my herbal teas for the flavor. This one has that sweet pea. There's a little bit, you can see the blue in there is that sweet pea something. And then it's also got some sunflower blossoms in it. And I don't remember what else, but it had a really good flavor. So I bought some more of that and kept it just to put a little bit of that in with my herbal teas that don't have as much flavor. Now, like lemon balm, if you go with something like lemon balm, you don't have to do that because it's got plenty of flavor. But if I'm doing like mullein tea, I'll want a little something else in with it because it's not got a great flavor. And some of the others, I can't think right now. Mullein tea I use a lot when I've got a cold. I'll mix mullein and a couple others, and my own sunflower blossoms, which they don't have much flavor. So So I'll mix up, you know. And that's what I was kind of doing here, was just getting rid of some of this and mixed it up and realized. This was a whole container full. It was in a bag. It was a bag that was a whole container full for about $13. And it's lasted a long, long time. Of course, that's bigger pieces too. But yeah, this probably, I'm going to say these were about $4 a piece. And there's 3 boxes. So about the same price as this whole thing was. So yeah. So there you go. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and buy some loose leaf tea.